don't know, but you know what? We'll find it. We got 2 seconds. Ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, we are here. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Hey, the music industry makeover with yours truly, DJ Ronnie Ron, Miss Simone Henry, and Rico Gibson. How y'all doing, y'all?
What it do? What it do? What's going on, man? Glad to be here another day.
Yes, good to see y'all, my fam. Yes, praise God, and we're glad to see you all out there too. Tune in to us. Those who are not watching the game or not watching the debate, or so. Yes, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us, because we are the music industry makeover for your needs. Okay, so God is good. Welcome. This show is definitely being brought to you by my man Daryl Gordon. So that's having his concert September 27th in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And so a Christian hip hop concert. And so please forgive me again, but I'll get that information to y'all. But thank you all, and whoever also wants to be a sponsor of what we do, we'll give you information on that, because we're here to help. So y'all spread the word. Tell them that we are here. Got a great show lined up for you. Hey, have y'all noticed the new the new color schemes here and there?
I did, and I see the logo is up there.
Yeah.
And we've got planets, and what is that? An airplane?
Saturn. That's all that.
This means we're going places. Is that what that means?
Yeah, I see it.
We're going places. Exactly. Yes. Hey, yeah, and give God all the glory. He gave us this platform. So,
amen.
Yes. How you doing, Minister Todd? Hey, God bless you. Oh yeah, I really like you to get y'all's opinion on the song that I just. Okay. Well, you can send it to musicindustrymakeover@gmail.com. musicindustrymakeover@gmail.com. Minister Todd. All right. Are there any openings at the concert? Now, what concert we talking? Well, you know what? February 8th, yeah, we're planning something down in Florida, White Springs, Florida. So, if you like to be a part of that, hey, feel free. Again, I'll give you information on that. Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Welcome. All right. And I don't think I'm gonna mention the concert, but oh well, it is what it is. But,
all right, you gotta tell us what concert you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
The station WJLN down in White Springs, Florida. Well, actually Lake City, 88.7. No, excuse me, 88.7. And they're going to have a Black History concert down there outdoors in the park. And so if you would like to be a part of that, they have a package for you as low as $150, where you'll perform on there, you'll get interviewed, as well as you get your music in rotation 2 months prior to the events, the thing. So
are they doing this in February and they're getting ready now, or are they doing a Black History Month program or a Black History program not in Black History Month?
Yeah. Well, they're in the planning stages. I know, right? Right. Well, it's February 8th, and so they're in the planning stages. And I just found out tonight, so
getting
ready. So again, those who are in the area, again, it's terrestrial radio, and as an artist, we the main focus of our podcast is about marketing and promotion. So if you want to be visible as much as possible, and you may have to do some traveling, which is, hey, it is what it is. It's just a Christian. It's not a Christian hip hop concert, but they're opening to all forms of genres in gospel music. So, all right. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Hey,
Kevin.
Yes, he's great supporter of us. We thank God for that, brother. Awesome, brother.
What's up, Kevin? Glad you're here, Kevin.
Yes, and you all share this out to everyone, all right, and let them know that we're here, and we got a great show for you tonight, and we just enjoy coming to you all right. So
we look forward to it every week, man.
Every week, yes,
every week,
and it's been 5 months too. I think I checked. Yeah, it's been about 5 months.
Wow, man,
you got the numbers down.
Wow, man,
that's good.
Time flies.
Time does fly, man.
It does. It really does.
Oh my, wow. So all right. So let's get right into it. And so again, thank y'all again for tuning in and allowing us to be a part of your night. Okay. Hey Sheila, how you doing?
Sheila.
I guess I will talk about the concert down in White Springs, Florida. That's February 8th next year, 2020. So if y'all want more information on that, I'll let you know. Actually, the owner of the station, he should be watching right now. He's a good friend of mine. I've worked with him for years, Arthur Natil. So but yeah, we'll talk more on that. Things. All right. So what's our topic for tonight, guys? I know we have put a couple out there in the chat room there.
Well, we're gonna deal with two topics. The first one would be, as an independent artist, who specifically should you have on your team? Because we've been talking about having a team. You know, I put out a post, and the post that I put out said whether you have $3,000 or $3 million in your pocket, you need a team to be successful in music. Right. So people hear that phrase, we need a team. So I thought that we would kind of dive in and just kind of chop it up, and we each kind of give our take on the team, like what's important, simply because we hear that a lot, but I don't think people truly understand what positions are necessary. And then, the second question, that we're going to talk about will be, which one do you actually need to start, or how can you condense the important aspects of these positions if you don't have any money? Because you got to understand, everybody has to get paid, right? Nobody don't want to work for free, right? And you got to have a business model when you start. So there are certain things that you got to have in play. And I think the first one, because we got some subtopics. Excuse me. I had my coffee tonight. We have some topics from the main topic that we're gonna, and these subtopics are actual positions that you need filled. So whether you have each individual person for each position, or you can have a person to wear, several hats for several of those positions wrapped in one person. So that's what we're going to talk about.
Amen. Awesome. Yes. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Welcome.
What's up, Jim?
Yes, ChristLikeRadio.com. Yes, and so we encourage your comments and your questions, anything that you have to ask us. All right, we encourage that. Feel free to do it, and make sure you post it on my page so that I can post it up here. All right, and also go check out our website, musicindustrymakeover.com. Musicindustrymakeover.com. All right, and you can see and read some information about us. So, all right, so that first topic. So read it again real quick.
So, as an independent artist, who specifically should you have on your team? So when we talk about team, like, these are real positions. Because before, when we actually first really started Music Industry Makeover, we actually always talked about the three-wheel axis to what makes you have to be, you need these three elements to be successful in the music business. One is product, having an excellent product. Two, you have to have money, right? And three is marketing. So if we take that three-wheel axis and we chop it up and say, okay, marketing, the first one we're going to deal with social media management. That's the first. We're in the age of social media. It is what it is. It's still relatively new to a lot of people. What I've been noticing, and I know Simone and you guys can attest to this, 5 or 6 years ago, you could buy tools at a one-time price, and you can be able to use those tools to manage your social media.
Right.
Yeah.
Now everybody is going for the tools that they have. Really are not really great tools, because what has happened? People have went out and bought these bot softwares to create fake followers, fake viewers, fake clicks, fake likes, right? Right now, we got a company in India that's been exposed to having 2,000 cell phones all in separate phone lines doing streaming.
Wow.
So they can get streaming revenue, right? So this is the reason why a lot of the protocol has been put in place, but you need organic followers, right? And so social media is vast. There's a lot of platforms, but that's the first position that one of the positions that you have to have. I'm not putting them in the order, but I'm telling you, these are the positions that you're gonna have to fill to be successful in music. If you say, man, I can't do that, or I'm not willing to hire nobody to do that, your boat is gonna stall in the water. Social media marketing is very important, and social media management. So, Simone,
if you're not willing to hire somebody, at least learn about it. At least get somebody temporarily to teach you how to do it, right? Because social media is such a fundamental part of your marketing nowadays, right? I've heard, like, some business owners say, oh, well, I just don't have time to be on social media. It just takes up way too much of my time, but then they have to come around a couple years later and say, well, you know what? I can't ignore social media. Why? Because that's where all the people are, and if you're not in front of the people, well, then you're not really marketing, are you? Right? So if you're not willing to hire somebody to do your social media, and to be honest, I'm not in favor of hiring somebody to do all of your social media. I think if you hire somebody, they can do some social media posts and some stuff and put out some content out there for you. But you still have to do your own social media posts and engagement. Why? Because you're the artist. So people need to get to know you. They need to get to know, like, and trust you, not your social media expert, right? That person can only take your social media so far, but you need to get out there and you need to be engaging with your fan base directly. And there's ways to do that where you're not spending 24 hours a day on social media.
Amen.
And Ron, you go ahead, Ron.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to pretty much add to that, to where, as you said, that you are the artist, and so you have to decide whether or not either you want to be an artist or you just want to be just a good singer or just a good rapper or so, and not really trying to get out there, because you have to be consistent in your process, and because you can't skip it. Go ahead, Rico.
And the thing that you got to remember is, with social media marketing, social media management, is very personable.
Yes.
I put out a challenge the other day because I was trying to encourage artists to reach out and talk to people, have a conversation. The first thing that you do, you shouldn't be trying to pitch your music because that's salesy, right? And social media is all about a personal presence. People buy into you as an individual. Now, going back to what Simone was talking about, and I was talking about, there are companies that manage your social media. But when I looked at the prices, you know how much companies are charging. I'm talking about managing one social media account for you and growing that one platform. It's like $3,000 a month.
A month.
That's them doing it, right?
Yeah.
It's $3,000 a month, and that's not all the bells and whistles. Right.
Some mortgage for a really nice house.
And so guess what? Because you do have people that, as an artist, so this is going to get me to why this position is important. If you are an artist and you're trying to make music, I put out another post to say, if you had 300, you got booked for 300 shows. Woo, yippee! But you got 300 shows. You still gotta market on social media. There's some other things that you need to take advantage of having you going out to those shows, because you shouldn't be doing shows without a model or a purpose. Right? And if you don't have anything to give the people, there's no point in you doing a show. Because you have to direct them somewhere.
Right.
And if you have 300 shows You're going to be tired, sleepy. How are you going to do all of that and do those shows?
Mm.
You know, I learned this thing, and some may agree, whatever, but system, people fail, systems don't. Okay, people fail, systems don't. So, in order to have a system, you need a team. Okay, and then plus you have to be committed to working this system, because so any system out there can work. It's just the people who are working them, and that's why they say, well, the systems failed. No, the system never failed. It was you. It was the individual. So how bad do you want it? Okay. Again, this is the Music Industry Makeover. We come on every Thursday night right here on Facebook, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are here to help with your promotions, and marketing needs. And you can also visit us at musicindustrymakeover.com. All right. And again, we're not trying to solicit business
at all.
We're
trying to educate you. As I said before, this platform, we're here for those people, because everybody is not our client. Everybody can't be our client, right?
Exactly.
If you're that artist and you know it all, man, then you don't have your few placements, and you're the man, and you're doing it. Like, we're not for you. Do your own thing. Right. We're for the people that are saying, hey, I'm serious about my music and I need some help. I don't understand this, because when I met with the business owner today, and I went out to see him, I spent about 35 to 40 minutes with him locally. And the problem is, people do want to pay for help, but because there's so many avenues, there's so many different tools, it's overwhelming. And most people don't sit down and explain to you how to use these tools, right? If you turn around and you buy 5 or 6 tools at about 10 or 20 bucks per month, you spending $100 to $200 per month already with software or these tools. You don't even know how to use those tools.
Right.
Right. And that's what I found, that people, they believe in investing in themselves, but not know how. So that's what we're doing at M.I.M. We're not trying to solicit you. If you're already making money, you're making $5,000 a month with your music, like, you really shouldn't tune into this show, because this is not for you. This is for people that are serious about what they're doing. You want to learn, and social media can be very overwhelming, and people lie to you. We have a client that just signed on with us because she was getting took.
Yeah, taking advantage of.
Getting taken advantage of. So
in gospel.
In gospel. So that first position is social media marketing, right? Okay.
All right, we got a question there.
Go ahead.
Here's a question. It says, hey, I'm that person. How do you start a social media account the right way? What kind of post, etc.? Oh, and this is first time tuning in. Thanks so much, Terrell, for tuning in. Thank you so much.
Hey, welcome to the show, Terrell.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
So, all right. You want to answer that, Simone?
Well, you've already started a social media account. I mean, you're on Facebook, right? So, first of all, you got that part down. Yep. I mean, you can do the same thing on Instagram. What a good thing to do is to decide what your branding is. What's your message, right? Being a Christian artist, being a gospel artist doesn't necessarily mean that your message is the same as every other gospel artist out there. What are you passionate about? Who are you? What are people going to get from your music? Who are you trying to help, right? And then you go and you join those groups that of people who are talking about that topic, the stuff that you're passionate about. You get in there, you listen, you join, you make friends, you build up relationships, so that when you're talking, when you're posting stuff, and you post stuff that lets people get to know you, right? When people get to know you, in marketing, they call it KLT, know, like, and trust, and that it takes time. Right. So as people are getting to know you, then it's easier to sell. Eventually, yes, you do want to sell your music, but not right off the bat, right? Social media is social. So it's about getting in there, connecting, having conversations, and allowing people to get to know you. And that's with your posts, with your pictures, with inspirational quotes. You can post lyrics from your songs and, explain the lyrics, ask people what they think about the lyrics or what the lyrics mean to them. There's lots of posts that you can post out there on Facebook and Instagram that gets engagement, that gets people excited about you and what you're talking about. We have clients that are really into Titans football, the Tennessee Titans. Mm-hmm. So they're in a group of Titans fans. They're in a group of Titans fans, and and they get in there and they talk about the Titans and about what's coming up in the season and all that stuff, and and they have conversations with those fans, and then after some time, then they introduce their song that's about the Titans, and and show the video and let people learn their dance and learn the lyrics and all that stuff. But before they could have done any of that, they had to be in the group. They had to be talking to these fans. They had to be kind of knowing what the pet peeves are, what are they excited about, all that kind of stuff, and get to know people before they start pitching their music to them. Nobody wants to be pitched to right off the bat, right? When you're dating, you just meet somebody. You don't ask them to marry you 5 minutes after you've met them, right? You don't even know what their name is.
Or ask them to pay your rent.
Right.
Or ask them to pay your rent, right?
Your dinner too.
It takes time. You date for a while. You go out. You spend time together. You get to know each other. Then you decide, hey, do we want to be married or not? So. Mm-hmm. Well, that's how you do it. And that's organic. That's building organic growth on social media. Then there's ways to use Facebook ads and Instagram ads to get paid traffic.
Exactly.
Like, listen to what she just said. She just used a keyword, and I was going to chime in you, but she used it at the end. Organic.
Organic.
You want organic growth. You do have to talk to people. Even if you're getting someone to manage your social media, when you look at Wendy's, why do you think a lot of these companies now are starting to answer their patrons back on social media platforms? Wendy's, Diablo's, Pizza Hut, you know what I'm saying? Popeyes, Chick-fil-A.
They were like, no, tweet us. If you want to talk to us, tweet us.
Right.
Because now they're starting to talk to their customers. Right? Because social media is about you interacting. So back when I said that companies are charging $3,000 for them to manage your social media, because a part of them managing your social media, and that's one platform, they're having to talk and pretend that they're you, responding like they're you.
Right. That's
being hands-on. That takes a lot of ingenuity. It takes a lot of energy.
Yeah. And it takes really knowing that artist, right? Because if I'm going to post for Ron, I have to know how Ron is going to say something. How is he going to respond to somebody about whatever, right? I have to learn his language. Right. And vice versa. He has to learn my language. If he's going to respond to my people as me, he has to learn my language. If he posts something out there to my sister's gonna know right away that's not me.
And see, I do that for a company right now. You know what I'm saying? When somebody has a problem, whatever, I manage the social media account. I answer them and things because I have to understand what that company says and do and how they operate. And so I'm speaking for that company. So just like as McDonald's and some of these other companies that will respond to you, all right, they're responding on behalf of the company. All right, so you'll have that personal feel with the company. And I want to go.
The best ones are the ones that have those social media people in-house, right?
Exactly.
The company.
Right. Hey, I want to go to Manuel. Manuel says, how about gospel jazz? Yes, gospel jazz, gospel rap, gospel karaoke, whatever. Whatever your brand is, you still have to be social. The same process applies. Okay. And we got it in the house, Miss Benita Bellamy Kelly.
Hey, Miss Benita.
Yes. Hey, for those who don't know, if you're an artist, this is a young lady that you need to connect with. All right. She does marketing, and she's one of the best out there. And we thank God for her. Yes,
Awesome.
you need to check her out. Go Google her. Again, enough said. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Google her. She's somebody that you need to connect with. Just all right. So
Right, yeah, the name of your company, right, is Bellamy Group, right, Benita?
The Bellamy Group. So yeah. So yes, definitely. But yeah, guys. Again, social media is all about being social. All right, because don't as I'm paraphrasing what Rico said. You don't know. Both of them. You don't want to be around somebody that's always trying to sell something. Okay.
Right.
And people are oversold. They're oversold. Everybody's trying to sell music. And the thing that you have to understand, there's a science behind social media. People follow you because they like you, right?
Yeah.
And in order for someone to know, like, and trust you, because to know you, they have to know you to like you, right?
Right.
That's it.
So they have to get one-on-one with you. And if you notice, a lot of mainstream artists are now, they used to have people, their personal assistants, or they hire people just to man their social media. Now they're on them themselves. Why? Because that's how they get record sales. And that's what we want to talk about, because I know a lot of you that's doing music, you want to make money. And one thing that I told the business owner today, and this applies to the musical realm, musical artists, quit trying to look at 1 million, 2 million people. You don't need a million or 2 million people. You don't need 200,000 people to follow you for you to make a living.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Because when you wrap your mind around you trying to win 100,000 people, it gets overwhelming. You only need 1,000 people. That should be each and every one of your goal, is to have 1,000 super fans. So that second position is a graphics designer. Now, it's very important for you to have someone that's good at creating, posts that look good. Like, you can't be raggedy. Like if you look like, now listen, I'm gonna give you a quick story. When I was in the mortgage business, and I was a smart dude. I sold I made a lot of money in the mortgage business. But there was a point in my life, man, where I had a raggedy whip. Like, I was extra cheap. My wife called me, Takunya, cheap. So I had a car, and my door was wrecked on the driver's side. It ran like a champ. I didn't see no need to go and get a new car, right? Because it drove fine. But I was going to a client's house, a mansion. I was redoing some properties, refinancing some properties for him. And I gave a great presentation, and he had that eye, and he said, well, man, you really know your stuff. He said, but man, you're talking about refinancing my properties. That's like a $20,000 or $30,000 payout for you. Man, you come to my house with a raggedy car. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. It's all about first impressions.
I'm like,
impressions make a difference.
I was like, did you just really ask me that? Like, he's like, I want to do business with you, but I'm trying to process, because I know you're going to make 30 grand on me, but you're sticking in a raggedy bucket. I'm like, wow, you wouldn't even. So I'm saying to you, when you're trying to engage with your followers, man, you want to make sure. Now, listen, I produce music. I do audio and video. You probably see this unit I have here. There's another unit I have where I produce music on this side. But you may see, because I got packages coming in, because we got some surprises coming for you. I got some packages over here. But one of the things is, you want to make sure your view is not junky with stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Normally, you don't see this stuff. So tonight, I'm just like, I'll move it after the show. But that it matters how people visually see you.
How they see you. Right. Lose Rico? Okay, I'm going to continue on. He's speaking the truth.
No,
he's
there. Truth.
Oh, he's still there? Why can't I see him? Okay, go ahead.
You can't see me?
I see all of y'all. Okay.
Normally, you don't see this stuff. So tonight, I'm just like, I'll move it after the show. But
all right. Hey, somebody.
Sorry, is that echoing?
Yeah, it's echoing. Yeah. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Finish your point, Rico.
So what the point that I'm making is, so my point number 2 was a graphics designer. right? You need a graphics designer. You need someone to design your post or your graphics to your post, so that you're looking professional. If you can't do those yourself, Simone still can't hear me.
I'm not sure. Hey, Simone, can you hear?
I can't hear him or see him.
Do you guys out there hear
blank?
Do you guys hear all of us?
How about if I go out and come back in? Let me see what happens.
Yeah.
Can you? I know you can see us, Mary, but can you hear us?
You know. All right. Hey, this is the Music Industry Makeover. Again, we come on every Thursday night right here on my page. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your viewership. And if you have any questions or comments or so, feel free to type it on my page so that we can address it. And we wanted to help here and teach independent artists, Christian artists. That's who we desire to work with, not secular artists, but Christian artists. So, and go check out the website, musicindustrymakeover.com. We love doing this every Thursday night. All right. Hey, Simone, are you straight?
I think so.
All right. Can you say something?
Okay, I can hear you.
All right, cool. All right, perfect.
You having my problem what I was having last week. Oh,
yeah.
So
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, wrap up your point.
So the point I was trying to make to you, if you need someone that can design graphics, because that's the first. If you're sending someone, like someone sent me an email, and he was soliciting me for doing SEO optimization and social media management, which that's what we do as well.
Yes,
but
we do that.
His graphics suck, and I couldn't get past the lettering. With it looked like a crate, like some Willy Wonka stuff, and I couldn't take him serious, right? So you want to be taken serious,
Hey, okay, all right, yes, definitely. Terrell has a question. Says, are there any gospel graphic designers that you guys recommend?
I'm putting some names in here of people I know: Kyla Simone, Kelvin Chappelle, other lady's name, and I had her on my show.
Kingdom Age Media. Okay, yeah, there are some out there.
Yeah, there are some good ones.
Yes, all right, and
some good ones.
And also find a person that you are comfortable with. Okay.
Yeah.
And you want people. If we're talking about your team, so you want people you get along with, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You want people that y'all connect.
Right.
And so the third thing is videographer. Like everything is about video now. We live in a realistic phase, right?
Thank you, Wayne.
So that was a time that audio was just okay, but every time you release a song, you have to have some type of visual. So you have to go and find a videographer, right? And so the problem that comes in, you find someone, they don't have to be the best videographer, but they should have a good lens, right? They should be able to edit. Now the editing tools to edit video, you can spend $500 or $600 on editing tools, and you can get all the effects yourself and just drag and drop them. I did a commercial on it with BJK not too long ago. That's a great investment for somebody who's just getting the video editing. You don't have to try to dial everything in manually. You can use presets and still you do great videos. But a videographer is very important. Link up with someone and y'all become partners. Let them eat too.
Right.
Because you don't need a video. If you don't have money to spend $800 to $1,000 a pop, then partner up with them, and if you get money, break them off also. Because without that videographer, you're not going to do really well.
Right.
Exactly. Again, we thank y'all so much for joining us. Thank you so much, Benita Bellamy. If you ever want to come on our show, you're more than welcome. I just send you the link through Chrome, and then you just click on it. All right, because we definitely like to bring other industry professionals as well as artists, and we always talk about from a marketing and promotion standpoint, giving tips and things like that. And a lot of stuff that we say, you can do it yourself. All right, you can do it yourself, but you're going to burn out. All right, and no man is an island. And as I said earlier, all right, people fail, systems don't. Okay, people fail, but systems don't, and you need a system. Okay, you definitely need a system, and you need a team to help you with that system. All right, so
absolutely.
yes, yeah. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and joining us. All right, so that are we done with that question there? Or at that point?
A video, right? And then so the fourth one is a photographer.
All right,
you need a photographer. If you're going to a show,
no, you're
understand. No, man. No, Terrell, you can ask a billion questions, man. That's why we got the show. We want you to be engaged, brother.
We want all y'all to be exactly.
We want you to engage, man. You can ask a billion questions. We'll stay at 12 o'clock and answer your question. That's why we're here, you know. But you need a photographer, because when you go out and you do shows, you want to capture that moment for your followers that are not able to be there, so they can know what you're doing. And most times, there are a lot of photographers that double as a videographer. I'm both. I'm a professional photographer and I'm a videographer as well. Now, I got a partner of mine. His name is Ray Dazon. Ray Dazon. Ro does a lot of stuff for Atlantic Records, a lot of major label stuff. He's a videographer. I mean, he's a cinematographer. Dude is off the chain. So I can't say I'm like Ro Dazon, but I'm good enough to where my videos are gonna look good. Nobody's gonna laugh at my videos and be like, oh, like JJ Icy Fish. Like, you know, they're not gonna say, oh, his video is just nasty. But if you find somebody like me that take photographs and do videography, they'll put them on your team so they can capture you in the moment. And again, if you're getting some money, go ahead and budget them in to whatever proceeds you're receiving, because it's important.
Amen. Exactly. And again, we're not soliciting your business, okay?
At all.
Because again, you know, you may not be our customer, but you know, Bonita Bellamy may be somebody that you probably could be her customer, or whatever. So I mean, there's room for everybody out here for things. But again, if you're interested, we will definitely talk with you. Go ahead, Simone.
I wanted to make another point too. When it comes to photographers and graphic designers, they tend to work hand in hand, the best ones. Sometimes if you go to a good graphic designer and you go to them with substandard photos, they're going to tell you, okay, go back and get the photos done again, or go to my guy, my photographer that I know, to get me some good photos that I can actually work with. I have seen radio programmers, people hand them CDs to listen to evaluate for their stations, and the radio programmers won't even open them because it looks bad. Right. So the perception is, if it looks bad, then the music's bad, right? If the image on your CD cover is substandard or it looks amateurish, then you're brand new, you don't know what you're doing, and the music is probably not that great either. And so they don't even bother to open it. You want people to open your CD. You want them to pay attention, and you want it to look professional, look clean, and attractive, so that people actually want to take a look and want to see more, right? You don't want them to look at it and go, oh my gosh, get that out of my sight. You know, right. We like beauty.
And you know what, Simone, a reason why I think some of those projects or things come out the way they do is because a lot of artists are anxious. They're in a rush. They got a vision from the Lord or a word from the Lord. They say, yeah, he anointed me to go out and do such and such, and he's gonna bless this project. And then take the time to do your due diligence and make it nice.
People forget that even though they may be gifted and anointed by the Lord still wants things done
in excellence
and in excellence, in order and with excellence, right? Because we're representing God, right? If we're representing God, we want to be in excellence. Right. You know, we don't want to go out there looking like junk when we're saying, you know, we represent Christ. So.
Yeah, go ahead, Rico. Yep, exactly.
And the fact is that we're in the DIY age. There's no excuse for you not to look good because there are too many tools available. Yeah. There's too many self-help tools available that you can do on your own. So is it smart to create now booking flyers? This project that I'm working on is my first ever. So should I start here? No. Okay, is it smart to create now booking flyers?
So do you have any fans?
Yeah, and is your project even done yet? Or so
who books people based on a flyer? This is what I'm saying. I bypass flyers. I don't look at flyers. If I'm putting together a show, I'm not going to look at a flyer. I'm going to look at maybe a video of an artist performing and think, okay, well, this artist sounds good. He looks good on stage. He's perfect for my show. I need to contact this person. But I don't know that a flyer is necessarily going to do it. Maybe a one sheet in EPK with not just your booking contact information. It's also going to have a little bit of your bio. It's going to have your single, maybe a little bit about you, maybe some press clippings, some tell us about you.
EPK is good. If you have an EPK, like Simone says, you can actually, and you got a video of a performance, put a video of that performance in the EPK. Kill two birds with one stone.
Right, exactly.
And I mean, when you're talking about flyers and you're trying to get booked, that's the wrong audience for a flyer. And an EPK is an electronic press kit. Right. Basically, it's something that you use. It's a press kit that you present to people in the industry.
Like a resume.
It's like a resume.
Now, I'm gonna give you a tip. I'm gonna give you a secret. Since we own some
very good, Mary. Very good, Mary.
Yeah, press kit. I use Reverb Nation. Reverb Nation is nothing but electronic press kit sites.
Y'all hear that, artists?
That is the only. That's what the site is. It is a huge electronic press kit.
Yeah.
You can pay $10 a month, and the tools you got press quotes. You can add your video links. You know, instead of you trying to, if you don't have money to get, and let's guess what? It's free. Right. It's free to set it up, and if you do, you can pay $10 or $10 or $15 a month for the paid version, but you can use that as your electronic press kit.
Okay, I'm about to be mad at Arvetra. I'm just saying. Did we have the, this is an example. Okay, this is
an example.
Electronic press kit. Okay.
Yeah,
okay, I feel better now. Thank you, Arvetra.
See, that's all clear communication there, Arvetra. Yeah.
Praise Lord. Well, you guys started scaring me, man.
We talked about this a few weeks ago, right? Talked about people having a conversation, people comment on the conversation, somebody comes in and drops an ad. We're like, what?
Yeah, Arvetra Jones, he's definitely someone, if you're a new artist, you need to connect with, all right, with the North Carolina Gospel Announcers Guild. And he's been in the industry for over 20-something years and been in radio for over 37 years, 7 more years than me. But it's all good, though. But the fact is he's definitely somebody to connect with, and he's the father of Ruth LaAntra, whose hot single out, In My Name. In My Name. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and so yes, he's somebody who definitely you need to connect with. Arvetra, who does your avatar? Okay, yes. All right. But, go ahead. No, go ahead. Oh, we lost Simone. Hello.
Hey, I'm still here. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. All right. Yeah, it seemed like you was kind of frozen a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so and then you have number 5, which is your publishing admin person. So every time you complete a song, if you plan on releasing that song, you need to have it copywritten, and you need to go ahead and add that song to your guild and record it properly. So the hardest thing, one of the artists I was managing, he hadn't done anything. So at one time he was ready for a release, but we had to get at the last minute load up 97 songs into his guild. So you wanna load those songs up as you go. Put in the correct publishing. If you're the writer, you put in the writer share, publishing share. Just make sure you have someone that can keep track of that for you. Because if you're performing, it's very hard. Or if you're at the hotel room, if you don't have anyone, you need to sit down and enter your songs in yourself, because you should know how to do it. I'm thinking about doing a workshop and kind of pull up the screen and do some on-screen teaching to show you how to go into BMI or ASCAP and how to properly record your song. Because I still have a lot of people that don't know how to do that. And anytime you hire somebody to do something, you want to know how to do it yourself. So there's several different ways that you can copyright. There are several different sites that you can go to and copyright your songs in bulk. Right. The easiest way, I think you can pay like $35 and you can copyright. It could be a little less than that, but you can copyright 20 songs at one time. Generally, you can copyright the whole album. So it's a couple ways that you can do that.
Yeah, the Copyright Office, they kind of price it weird. You can pay $35 for one song, or you can pay $35 for the full album.
Right.
Which is weird, but
yeah, that's weird.
If you're doing we have clients that are doing a single release strategy rather than an album. So when they copyright, they're going to be paying $35 per song rather than. Well, I guess you can still do them in bulk, even though they're not part of an album. I suppose you can still do them in bulk. You just kind of gather them all together, copyright them, and then do a slow release over time of each individual song. So
right, as you build your fan base.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's a little bit cheaper.
Again, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I'll finish your thought, then I'll.
No, you go ahead, do the ID. Go ahead and do the station ID.
Yeah, this is Station ID, the music industry makeover. Okay, we go on every Thursday night right here on my page at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are here to help you as an artist, give you some tips and things like that in the marketing and promotions era. So no matter how much trends do come and change, all right, you still got to market and promote your music, whatever it is. All right. Go ahead, Rico.
So number 6, I'm just trying to move along because I know we got to get to the second topic.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Number 6 is a music attorney. Now, this is very important. Now, when you start out, you're not going to be able to afford an attorney. There's 2 ways that you can pay for an attorney. You can do retainer, meaning that you can take $1,500 put it up, and then they work off that balance that you've actually already on as a credit, to where they look at docs, they prepare paperwork for you, right? Or you can do a monthly stipend. Some, different music attorneys, they require different things. But at the least, at some point, if you don't have the money, because most people don't have the money for an attorney up front, you need someone that's knowledgeable on your team to make sure you don't get into legal trouble with your music. Making sure you're not doing sampling. Stay away from sampling.
Yes.
If you're a music producer, stay away from these sound kits that these guys are selling, because these sound kits are these pre-made songs that you can chop up. You got 1,000 people using them, and they submit these songs in, and next thing you know, you're getting hit with, a sampling suit. Right? So you want to get with producers, and this is like trying to start a legal trouble, because nobody is nobody until they're somebody. Until you got a hit song,
Yep.
You don't want all this trouble coming out of the woodwork when you get a hit song. That's like Lil Nas. The song was taken from somebody else, so some legal issues with the song. His only one hit. So you want to do everything right out the gate, and having a music attorney is important. But if you don't have one, there are a lot of knowledgeable people that you need to put on your team and pay them for their time to sit down and educate you.
Can I say something about, I have a service called Legal Shield. I've been a member of them for years. I pay $17 a month. You get access to a whole, what do you call it? A whole firm of attorneys for all different types of stuff. And a lot of them have entertainment attorneys on staff. So when you have an entertainment question, you're paying your $17 a month instead of paying $250, $300, $350 every time you want to spend an hour with an attorney. So, so that's an option to look at.
And I forgot about Legal Shield. Yeah, that's good to have. And $17 is very inexpensive. Yes. And generally, if you need some work done, that's out of the confines of that $17, they still give you a good rate because you're already at a discount.
There you go. Again, as I said before, the industry is about relationships and budgets. R&B. You know what I'm saying? Relationships and budgets. Yeah. All right. All right. So that was number 6, you say?
So now so basically we're gonna wrap all these up into this last topic, which is, which one do you really need to start, or how can I condense all these important positions to start? So we went over all these sub positions. Which ones are important for you to start that you need? So we talk about the 3-wheel axis: marketing, money, your product.
And product, right?
We're going to go right back to the basics again. You know you're going to need marketing. You can have the best product in the world, but if you do not have marketing to get it out to the people, you're not going to move.
Right. Amen. Right. And, you know, a lot of businesses, they consider marketing their most important expense in their budget, because without the marketing, nobody knows about their product. You're not selling your product, you're not making a profit, and you can't stay in business. So marketing is extremely, extremely important. So most companies call, marketing 80% of their budget, of their business budget. And, that's just what it is.
So get along without it. So let's give you the solution. When you're starting, it's very easy for you to find a videographer and a photographer and a graphic designer all wrapped up in one person. Right? You got your marketing. You got someone to do your marketing for you. You have those 3 positions covered. So it only leaves a publishing admin and a music attorney. So just like Simone said, you can pay you $17, have access to have made ask legal questions, right? And now, if you have someone, you first need to learn how to handle your own publishing and putting your songs in the guild. You can do that on your own. You need to do that at least for the first 20 songs on your own, so you know how it works. And you can train somebody else how to do it, or to make sure someone else that you hire to do it can do it right. I would say if you decide to get a manager, because you don't need a manager unless you really have something to manage.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
They try to be funny, but yeah, that's the reality.
A lot of artists, they want to have a manager right from the very beginning, but the problem is you have to pay a manager, and a good manager is not going to want to stick around if you don't have anything to sell. You don't have any shows lined up. How are they going to get paid?
Right.
If they're taking a percentage of what? There's nothing happening.
And one of the artists that I was managing, I put his songs in the gear for him. I keep up with that, right? I keep up with a lot of the day-to-days, because I know how to do that. So, but I don't get just 15 or 20%, right? You can't just pay somebody, rat money, rats and crumbs,
right?
And you get banked. Stop being selfish. Like, smart people are not going to work for free.
No, they're not.
You shouldn't even present yourself to sell them rats and crumbs when you yourself know that you're trying to make a living. or you want to make money with your music.
Right.
So you need a media person, the videographer, photographer, graphics. You can get that at one person. You pay your $17 for legal shield if you don't have money for an attorney. And guess what? You get you an assistant to help you put your songs in. You don't even really need a manager. And that assistant, they got to eat too. So that means if you're getting money, you got to get them some money too, so they can stick around. See, that's the whole concept of team. There's no I in team. Why you think that word has no I in it?
Right.
There you go.
You know, if you get a teenager for some of these things, maybe they'll work for pizza, you know?
Right. Or get some interns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some interns to help you with that.
That's right. But a professional
exactly
with a lot of experience, they're going to want.
Hey, Alton. Exactly.
Cash.
Right.
The smarter the person is, or the more knowledgeable the person is that you have access to, that you're working with, the more money is going to cost you. It's just what it is.
R&B, relationships and budgets.
Relationships and budgets.
It is what it is, you know. Again, and yes, you may have gotten a vision or a word from the Lord, but it takes relationships and budgets to move it forward.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
I mean, because this is the music industry. And we are the music industry makeover, where we do it with integrity. All right. We're not the only ones out there that's doing it with integrity. There are some out there. There are a lot out there. You just have to go find them. And there are some that are crooks too, but we can't speak for them, but we can speak for us and things.
And we're not crooks, man. We take care of our clients, man.
Exactly. That's exactly, Wayne. Yeah, exactly. Agreed. You have to invest in yourself. Align yourself with the right. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Because and again, guys, you know, it's here for you. You can do it. You know, you have the power to make it happen, to bring that vision to pass, that music ministry or industry, whatever you want to call it or so. You know, but you have to work it. All right. Rico, did we get the first question out the way? All the points?
So we got them all out the way. And the thing is we going back to the basics before you got cut out. Just so to make sure they understand that. The 3 wheel axis. We always talk about it. Marketing, money,
and
the product. You cannot be successful with all those 3 being in motion.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you got a super product, right? And you got marketing, but you ain't got no money. Because first of all, you're not gonna get good marketing without money.
No.
2019, not 10 years ago, nobody's gonna do it free. Nobody's gonna do market your stuff for exposure. Right? If you have money and a product with no marketing, you can't move forward. If you have marketing and money, but you don't have no product,
right? Or you have a bad product.
A bad product.
You know,
and we saying
represent you.
And we saying product because assuming that it's excellent. We're assuming that you're putting out a good quality product. Go ahead, Simone.
Well, yeah, that's it right there. I mean, it has to be. That's a fundamental, right? You're in the music business. We talk about a lot. We talk about, you know, having a good brand, having a good message, getting out there on social media, marketing yourself. But fundamentally, if your music is not good, your product is not good, you don't really have anything going for you. You know, and you know, your charm will only take you but so far.
But so far. And you know, if you want to find out if you have a good product or not, or a good song, well, just put it out there and see how many hits you get. You know,
see what people say. Ask them.
Yeah, pretty much, because they are the consumers.
That's called market research.
Yeah, there it is. Exactly.
You know, you put it out to the people. Let the people tell you.
Right, and they'll be honest with you. Right.
Yeah, they'll be honest. If you ask them to, they'll be honest.
You know, and you know, again, and don't get in your feelings if they don't like your song. All right, don't. I mean, you have to develop.
You have to remember, taste in music is subjective. This person may not like it. This person will. You know.
Right.
So get enough people who like it. Well, then maybe those people look more like your fan base than these people over here who don't like it.
And the caveat to what Simone just said is, she said earlier, single strategy. Stop doing these albums. People not buying music like that, and you're not using your music the right way. Right?
Right.
Use your single strategy.
Yeah.
Take
One
time
song.
to make it one song at a time, because you can do a lot with that one song.
Right.
With a video attached to it. You gotta have some money to be able to do some type of, you can do Facebook ads, with that one song and video to circulate it around. Let that one song use that to build your super fans, people that want to follow you. Keep that one song. Quit rushing to do a whole album. Albums are dead.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We're in a different market.
It's true. I mean, for a lot of genres, especially the genres that work well with streaming on Spotify and Apple Music, singles is the best strategy, because that's how you stay on the playlist. That's how you keep your fan base engaged, instead of dropping an album of 12 songs and then disappearing for 2 years to work on your next album of 12 songs. You're coming out with a single every few months, and you're keeping your audience engaged. You're keeping these marketing campaigns going, and keeping people. You're staying in people's attention, right?
Right.
When you're not in front of people, they tend to forget, right? Because people have lives. They're not always thinking about you. They're thinking about their parents. They're thinking about their kids. They're thinking about, what am I eating for lunch tomorrow? They're thinking about, my car broke down. How am I going to get to work tomorrow?
Right.
They're thinking about their lives.
And Mary says right now everyone is using Lizzo. She is secular. She has many commercials.
Mm.
Okay.
So like a commercial for every song or something?
So I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever heard of Lizzo. But yeah, you could study and look at what secular artists are doing, or things like that. Okay.
But I would say, when it comes to, if you're a Christian artist, it's gonna be a little different for you,
right,
than it is gonna be for them. So it's a different, because you got to understand, we're in a new business strategy strategy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as a Christian artist, you got to create your bubble.
Mm-hmm.
The way they create a bubble over there is a little different. Then it's not the same. So what happens is you're trying to study what Chance the Rapper is doing, and you don't have Chance the Rapper money, or you don't have Chance the Rapper team,
or Beyonce money, or influence, or Jay-Z money, right?
That's why organic traffic is extremely important, especially when you're just getting started. Getting out there and just talking to people, and putting your music out there, and letting people hear it, and paying attention to the people who are gravitating towards you, rather than the ones who are turning away. Get to know the people who are saying, "Oh, hey, I like this song, and I like you." So I want to hear more from you. I want to know more about you. I want to know more about the music that you put out. Those are your fans. Those are the people who are interested.
And I want to piggyback real quickly on what Mary said about this young lady, and she kept pushing for 10 years. All right. Yeah, it takes some years for us to get that single or building that fan base to get out there. I can take it back to even if y'all remember the group Arrested Development. And so it took 5 years to push Mr. Wendell to get, you know what I'm saying, to, now, hey, that's a classic hit.
It is.
So there's no overnight success when it comes to marketing. And so, you got to be consistent and believe in your product.
And build your fan base one person at a time.
Yes.
One person at a time.
Keep building, because you're going to have attrition. If you get to 1,000 fans, you reach that goal.
Right now.
You can't wait. You can't rest, because there's going to be attrition. People are going to fall off because, they've got other stuff going on in their lives.
Right.
And they can't keep following you. So what you'll have to keep building and keep doing the things that got you the first 1,000 people in the first place. You're going to have to keep doing that. Keep doing what made you successful in the first place, because people will fall off. So Keeping that 1,000 is going to take work. You have to keep that.
And that's why we're saying that single strategy. Because you heard what Simone just said. You have to stay engaged. You have to keep your people engaged.
Consistency. That's the key.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Questions?
Yes. Any questions? Any comments or so? Again, we're here for you. With the music, Jonathan Rivera said he had to do marketing. Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's a part of the process, and you cannot skip the process.
You skip it.
Can't skip it.
No, and really, I look at marketing determines whether or not you do or your music ministry or what have you. So yes. Again, any questions or comments are here? We're here for you. All right. As I said, we enjoy coming on here on Thursday nights, talking with you all, and thank you again for allowing us to be a part of your Thursday nights, because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to come to us, and we thank you. All right. We sincerely thank you. Go visit our website, musicindustrymakeover.com. All right, musicindustrymakeover.com. Rico, did we get all the points?
We hit all the topics, man.
There it is.
Okay. So what about that hot topic?
that was it. Number 2 was how do we put all these people together?
Right.
You put it all together because you got to have a team.
Your marketing team. Yeah.
Get out of your mindset of it's just you. Yeah. You're not going to be successful without a team.
Right.
And I stayed on that because I've been talking to a few people, man, this week. It's like there's such a selfishness. Understand something. The music business was never designed for one person to grab the whole bag by themselves.
No.
If you think that, and you don't want to have that type of character about yourself, because there's several people in the industry, they already build a name like, oh, they're crook, they're gonna take all your money, right? Mm-hmm. They're not gonna pay you. You don't want that. You don't want that type of attribute associated with your name of being a ladron or a crook. You don't want to do that. Pay people.
Don't. Pay them. Exactly. Stop using the word of God to manipulate folks to get stuff for free. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? Or just because you might know somebody that has the skill set to help you, and you may know them personally, don't try to hold out on them by not paying them, because you'll pay a stranger. So why not pay your friend for their service?
And you know what? Word will get out, and it will come back to you.
It will. And
the music industry is small. People know people.
Especially in gospel music.
Very small.
Especially if you call yourself doing gospel music. It is very small. It's smaller than very mainstream. Small. Okay. And so, that's why I stand by Proverbs 22:1 of having a good name. It's rather chosen than riches. So, again, we don't need your money. Well, yeah, in a sense we do to help you. But again, we're not begging for your money.
Right. And then too, we may not be who you need. Because one thing about us, when we sit down with people, we're honest, and we're trying the same way as our prospects are trying to interview us. Mm-hmm. We're interviewing you to see whether or not we even want you as a client. Right?
yeah, exactly.
We don't want a problem. And the thing is, it's enough business out here for everybody. Our whole goal for this show is to teach you how to do it. If we know you need a team, we're showing you, we're taking time saying like, this is how you do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. You can do it how you want to do it, but this is a guide that we're trying to give you so that you can be successful at doing your music, and you don't have to go and do crazy stuff and sell your soul and, be less of a person just so that you can get your music, because times have changed. You can do a lot of stuff on your own. When I say on your own, you don't need to sign a record deal. You don't need that.
No, you don't. No. can do it yourself. All right. Now, would that be smart? Not really, but you can do it though.
I mean, if you're going to do it yourself, your best bet is to learn how. Learn how. Find the people who are teaching. So you do it properly and not waste time and waste money. You know, spending it on tools that you don't need,
right?
And going in circles and trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing, and learn how to do things in the right order, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's you know, you don't want to do an EPK when you don't even have your branding straight. You don't have your message together. You don't have you don't have a website. Your album is not even done. You know, stuff like that. You know, so do things in order.
Right.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it yourself, learn how.
Learn how.
Learn how.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing that I think that's invaluable for you as an artist. And I know with Ron and Simone, they always say that we're not, you know, music is the taste of music is subjective. Is you know, but I'm gonna tell you, being a producer, that's my realm. You need to get an A&R person. If you're not very good at picking music, identifying what's good, what's bad, you need to get you an A&R person that has great taste to your liking, you know, and let them put your music together for you.
Amen, but Benita, exactly. Amen, Rico.
You're right, Benita. Learn the business, right?
Learn the business. Is it? You know, we've been to some of these conferences and so, and you know, the only part of the conferences that are packed are the showcases. But when it comes time for the teachings and things like that, you all don't show up. It's empty.
Yeah.
And you keep getting the same results. Right.
It's a shame. It really is a shame. And we wonder why we never get anywhere. Like nobody's actually trying to learn, which is sad. I mean, I'm thankful for y'all who are here on Thursday nights learning this stuff. You guys you have decided to be the 1% of independent artists who are monetizing their music. 99% of independent artists don't have a plan for monetizing their music, and they kind of spin their wheels for years and years, never going anywhere. And it's really sad. But you guys have decided that that's not going to be you. And congratulations for being one of the 1%.
Exactly. You are unique. Exactly, because you're doing what unsuccessful people do not do.
Right.
All right. And that's learn the business. Learn it. I mean, seriously.
You know, it really is sad to go to these conferences and, you know, the showcases are packed, the classes are just empty, and it's so sad.
Because guess what? You are blaming other people for your own lack of information.
That's it, Rico.
It's not somebody else's. Now, it's granted it's bad that they took advantage of you, but it's worse because you got taken advantage of.
Right.
Because the information is out there.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
You know, before you know, it's and so you have a lot of people that are doing music, but they have no knowledge. They don't understand how the business works. You know, on this end as an independent, you know, you got to understand how to license your music. You got to learn how, you know, I had someone that hit me up the other day and they wanted me to do some music for them. And they wanted to say, well, I want to buy your rights. Like, you can't buy my rights to any music I create. What's wrong with you? Why? That's the rats and crumbs. Right? Right? I'm not, because understand the game has changed. We don't make money as a producer. We don't make money really from sales. Nobody's buying music. We make back end money through publishing and licensing our music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So stop asking producers to give you their rights. That's that rats and crumbs. And I'm gonna get a T-shirt made saying rats and crumbs. Stop that.
Do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because again,
stop bringing rats and crumbs to the table. Like, I'm not a newbie. Like, I know the game. People call me to broker deals that I don't need an attorney to read a music contract. It'll be 1,000 pages. I understand every word in there. So stop going to people with rats and crumbs. Stop asking producers, because a producer that knows the game not going to sell you his right or her rights. And if you do that and they don't know, you take advantage of them, then God won't bless you. That's not the right way to be.
Integrity.
It's enough money for you and it's enough money for them.
Yeah.
Integrity.
If you don't want nobody to make no music, make no money, then you should not be in the music game.
And his opportunity for you to go and learn the business there. Brian said they have a music workshop coming October 25th and 26th in Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, that's over near you, in conjunction with their 7th annual ONUG Music Fest. Okay, cool. We're doing our best to solve it.
That's a good thing, Brian.
That's very good.
My mother lives there, Brian.
Is from me now.
Augusta, Georgia, bro. That's good that you do, because Augusta needed, man. It's not a lot of people doing stuff in Augusta, man.
Wow.
So it's good. It's good, bro.
That's awesome. See, there y'all go. There's something right there for y'all. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's in the ATL. Yes. Yes.
2 hours away.
Exactly. Hey, what's up, Derek? How you doing? Oh, awesome, bro. Again, guys. Again, the music industry, as I said, it's about R&B, relationships, and budgets. Learn the business. Learn the business. Quit trying to be a star and go, as Benita said, going basically to perform at the showcases, hoping to get discovered. That's only in the movies. Okay.
It doesn't work that way these days.
No.
And if you're an artist, I'm gonna give you one other tip before you get out. You need to set up your own publishing company. With BMI, it is $150. With ASCAP, it's $250. There's other monies that you can't take advantage of if you don't have a publishing company. You just won't get it. It's $150. Everybody at this age should have their own publishing company.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
If you signed up for a year, yes, you with BMI, or yes, you with ASCAP. If you do not have a publishing company, then you are not ready to rock and roll. You need to set up your own publishing company. So $150 with BMI is $250 with you at ASCAP. Wherever you BMI, okay, Brian said it's $250 now with BMI. Okay, so that's still $250 that is worth that. Because if you're an artist on BMI, then you need to set up your publishing company with BMI. Right. If you're an artist with ASCAP, you set up your publishing with ASCAP. It's very important.
Very important.
Give up cappuccinos for a month.
Right. It's about sacrifice.
Right.
Exactly. This is an investment in you.
Starbucks.
Okay. And again, we're not intimidated by the spiritual jargon and things like that. Okay. Because I come across them a lot. All right. Yes, God has given you a vision to do X, Y, Z. Great. But there's always a process. Yeah. And you cannot skip the process. All right. So if you want to accomplish what God has called you to do, you still have to go through the process.
Right.
And too many of you artists trying to skip that. And again, you need to check your motives of why you do what you do. Why are you in gospel music? Why are you a Christian hip hop artist? What's the bottom line? All right. And again, that's another talk show.
He talked about a wise man going to war has to sit down and count the costs.
Count the costs.
You got enough.
There you go.
You got enough soldiers. You got enough horses and chariots. You got enough,
enough food.
Swords and javelins. You got enough food to feed them all the soldiers.
Great seeing you too, Derek. Yeah.
Count the costs. Do you have enough to go out and do what it is you want to do?
Exactly.
And if you don't, how are you going to make it? What are you going to do to make that money? Because it is an investment.
Amen, Brian. Exactly. Hey, yeah. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Man, we definitely want to know about that. Even possibly even have you on here too. One of these Thursdays before the event, and talk about it. What's going on down at that conference. So
there's no excuse for any artist at this point, 2019, to not even be registered at BMI or ASCAP as to get your writer's share, right? If you're not ready, it's important for you to handle your paperwork, get your paperwork together, right? Because people will stop taking advantage of you if you get your admin right.
Right. Exactly.
Everybody has horror stories that know the game of music, because we've all been taken advantage of at some point because we didn't have our paperwork good. Right? It doesn't feel good when you go and turn on the radio and your music is playing on the radio and it's a hit song. And guess what? You still got to go and eat some sausages and bread.
Right? You got to ask somebody $5 for a sandwich.
I know that from experience. That's why, because people say, man, you so hardcore, you all about that business. Because, man, I know how it felt having 4 songs in a span of 2 months,
4
hit
songs.
billboards, and you ain't get paid for it because you you was all caught up and just anxious. Glad to be this. I was early on. Glad to be in the studio with famous people. Glad that somebody gave me a chance.
My song on the radio,
and I wasn't even trying to get no paperwork right.
So many artists think that that's the pinnacle of success.
Yeah, your song being played on the radio.
I get in the car, turn on the radio, and there's my song playing on the radio.
And my paperwork was not together. And when I double back, they try to say, "Look, man, I gave you some money up front. I can't get it on the back." So yeah, that's how you learn, bro. You should got your paperwork together. I was mad, but I got a lesson. So get your paperwork right. Right? You don't, even if you ain't got no business right now, do the foundation. Getting set up with a guild, getting set up with BMI or ASCAP as an artist, writer, whatever, and then set up your publishing company. That is a foundation. You should already have that before you put any music out.
There you go. There you go. Again, how bad do you want it? All right. Yeah, we got 6 minutes of things. Like I said, take any questions or comments or so. Again, we are the Music Industry Makeover. We come on every Thursday night at 9 p.m. right here Eastern Standard Time. And eventually we're going to go. We do have a page on Facebook. And so we'll probably start broadcasting there and things.
Right. Yeah, we were supposed to be doing an experiment.
Yeah.
Broadcast from the page and see if we can get in all these groups from that page.
So next week we're going to do that, and if you haven't joined our page, go join our page, our Facebook page, Music Industry Makeover. Okay, you see the logo, the symbol, or just type it in the browser. And
we got a surprise coming for you. We're going to be doing T-shirts.
Yes,
you want to support Music Industry Makeover? We're going to do hoodies. We're going to do beanies for y'all people up in Washington D.C. There's snow up there. I'm in Florida. I don't see no snow. But we got some Scully caps. Gonna have a nice Music Industry Makeover logo. We're doing a hoodie, and we're doing 2 styles of tees for you. That if you want to support Music Industry Makeover, then whether you buy something or not, we still gonna stay on. We got paid out of our pocket, but this show is for you, and we're not the typical show. We're showing you. Everybody's all dog and pony show. We're giving you the basics, because remember. We are trying to help people get. That's good, Terrell. Glad to know that you listen to us from Michigan.
Yes.
We want to help those people at the beginning. If people that are getting in line for Grammys, they're not for this show is not for them.
No,
this is not the show for them. No. If you watch this show 3 weeks in a row, you're the type of person that we're supposed to be here talking to, because that means you're hungry. You've already humbled yourself to admit that you don't know a lot about the music business.
Right.
We expound on different stuff, like Brian chiming in, talk about, he thought, it's important for you to get publishing. Nobody told me about publishing. I heard about it, but nobody told me about publishing. I kept seeing publishing because I wasn't getting paid for music I was creating, but I didn't understand publishing.
Right.
Right.
And it's go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And it's important because you don't know where your music is going to go.
Yeah.
There's music that people have made 5 years ago that somebody else loves right now, and they finally pull it out of catalog, and that record becomes a hit.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, your music is still good, no matter if it's old to you or not. It's still good. It's still relevant. All right.
I haven't heard it. It's new to me.
Exactly.
It may be new to somebody else too.
Yeah. Don't hide your old catalog and say, "Oh, that's old. That's old." Nobody want that. Well, you might be tired of it,
right?
But a lot of your fans may not be. So, yeah, I see that a lot. I'll see like an artist do a show, and then after the show at their table, you see only their new stuff. You don't see any of their old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But no, bundle the old stuff right on in along with it. People give them a deal. New song, old song. Put it together.
And there's nothing wrong with you as an artist doing your music and storing it.
Yeah.
Having complete songs. That's how you saw you can have 100 to 200 songs already completed and just in a catalog. And you coming out to a single song strategy. You don't have to release everything that you create. Right. If you have the ability to make music in your house or at your own studio, Do your music and catalog it. You don't have to put it out as of right now. And how should you put music out? Great question, Terrell. We're talking about the single song strategy. Go ahead, Simone. You was going to say something. I'm going to let you answer.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking like, okay, so if you're doing a campaign with your fan base and you see, it's kind of starting to wane, people aren't as excited anymore, put out a new song, get them excited again, talk about something different, put some new lyrics out there. I think it's different for every artist and every fan base. Everybody's not the same, right? Some people are going to be putting out songs every couple of weeks. Why? Because they have access to a studio that they can do that, and they can be putting out songs all the time. And other people, it's going to be every couple of months.
One song should net you at least 250 to 300 people. One song, you should be able to gain 250 to 300 followers from one song. I'm talking about that's engaging with the song. Now, out of that 300 people, you might only get 30 people that you talk to, but out of that 30 people, only 3 may like, yo, you dope. I'm rocking with you. Yeah. Let me send me, let me sign up. Right. And then you go to the next song. Because this music business is a numbers game. I was looking at, I was in a class in Berkeley, and it's about data, analytics, data, music data and analytics, right? At Berkeley. And so music is numbers. You're dealing with the law of averages. So when you release a song, you want that song to work for you. You want that song to do everything that you created to do. So set yourself a goal. I release a song, you want 300 people to engage. I ain't talking about like the song. I'm talking about they give you feedback. To at least where you can at least see that 300 people is engaging with that song. Keep passing around until you get 300 solid engagements. That'll produce 30 people that may be interested in you having a conversation with them. That means you talking to 30 out of the 300, and out of that 30 people that you actually spend time communicating with, 3 would be your customers.
And each marketing strategy is different for each artist. All right, what might work for one artist may not work for this artist. Right. Okay, so I just wanted to make that known. So, but the key thing is you putting it out there, marketing and promoting. All right, so
you tailor it to your message, your branding.
Exactly.
Every artist is unique.
Right. Well, hey, look again. We thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. It's 10:30. Or so, and again, if you want to connect with us, learn more about us, go to our website. It's posted right there, musicindustrymakeover.com. And if you have music or so that you want us to hear or listen to or so, send it to musicindustrymakeover@gmail.com. All right, and go join our Facebook page, Music Industry Makeover, and we're going to broadcast next week from that page. All right, and so any last words, guys, you all want to say?
Keep pushing. Keep growing. Keep learning.
Don't be selfish, man. Don't be selfish. Yeah. You can't be successful if you're selfish. That's why I'm a leader. I ain't going to be long. Don't be selfish, man. Stop being selfish.
Amen. Amen. And remember, you matter in the kingdom of God, so don't compare yourself or your ministry to anyone else. Just do what God has called you to do, and you'll be just fine. All right? Oh, yes. So see you all. You all have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Pray for us as we pray for you, and go learn the business. Learn